This video is sponsored by Bug Baffler. Good afternoon, beekeepers and bee enthusiasts. How you doing? It's another great day at the farm, and we're hanging out. It is a beautiful day outside today. We've been getting a lot of rain over the last week or two, which we needed, but it's good that we finally got some sunshine because it's time to do a swarm transfer. Now, if you remember, we caught our colony about a month ago, and we told you we were going to be doing a swarm transfer in about a month or so. So that time has passed, and now we've just been waiting for the weather to clear up, and it has, so it's time to do the transfer. Now, the reason why we waited about a month before we do the transfer is we want the honeybees to build brood and honey on those frames that they moved into on. So we want them to build brood and honey and get all that good stuff in there, because if they do that, they're a lot less likely to abscond whenever you do the swarm transfer. Now remember, when you transfer honeybees from one hive to another, it is very stressful for them. Okay, it's a very stressful event. And if you stress your bees too much, they could basically say, hey, we're getting out of here, we're leaving. So if you allow them to build brood and honey and all that good stuff on the inside of the frames, they're a lot less likely to abscond, and they are going to basically, for the most part, stay with their brood, and it's just a lot easier that way. So we've given them the time, they're all set, and now today it's time to do the swarm transfer. So we're going to head down to the swarm hive and the main hive. We've got everything set up, it's all good to go. And we're going to talk to you about it, and then we're just going to transfer these bees. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, I haven't been able to handle bees in a while, so, you know, I always enjoy stuff like this, and it's going to be a really good time. We're really looking forward to it. You know, we know you're going to enjoy it. So without further ado, let's break right into it. Okay, so we're outside the swarm hive. Now remember, we caught this swarm a month ago. So they've been sitting here in this hive. They've been building up their comb, building up their brood, building up the honey, all that good stuff, which means whenever we go to transfer here in a few minutes, they're going to be a lot less likely to abscond. It's always good to let your bees sit in the swarm hive for at least a few weeks before you transfer them, because if they got brood and all that good stuff, they're a lot less likely to leave the hive. So that's a good thing. So I've got everything I need here. Remember, whenever you're transferring them, just like you want your swarm hive to be level whenever you're catching bees, you also want your main hive to be level as well. I came out here probably 2 days ago, and I put the hive down and I got it leveled, and it's pretty much good to go. So, you know, you want to make sure your main hive's level, because if it's not level, you could get cross comb, and that's a big problem. You don't want any of that. So make sure your main hive is level and it's good to go. And again, we like to put our main hive within 30 feet of the swarm hive where we basically caught the bees. And the reason that is if you were to take these bees after you caught them and move them, you know, 1,000 feet down the pathway a little bit, then the foragers that are out right now, if they come back, the hive's not going to be there. They're not going to know how to find the new home. So if you put the main hive within 30 feet of the swarm hive, then they will be able to find it. They can feel the vibrations and everything and hear the bees, and they can find their way back in. So that's a good thing. So, you know, you don't have to do it, but it definitely helps if you put the bees within 30 feet of where the swarm hive is. So, all right. All right, I got my bee brush. I got my hive tool, essentials. We got our smoke, we're ready to go. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna close up this swarm hive, and I'm gonna take it out of the tree. I'm gonna set it down right beside here in the hive, and then we're gonna start transferring frames. It'll be as simple as that. So I'll go ahead and get started. And this is always the fun part right here. It's a pretty heavy box, so I assume there's going to be a decent amount of bees and brood and stuff. All right, let me take my top off here. Cool. I think we're ready to go. Let me get my smoker. Now, before I get started, I got to give a huge shout out to my mom. She was so kind to come out here and film. You know, this is her farm that we keep bees on. So, you know, it's so nice of her to allow us to keep bees, and she loves it pretty much as much as we all do. So, big shout out to my mom and thank you. And then, of course, when we're going into these hives, we are using bug baffler outfits. So don't forget about that. We're using bug bafflers. We love these bee suits. They keep us safe from insect bites and stings. They're just really good to go. Really enjoy these suits. They're made right here in the United States over in New Hampshire. And you can get these suits in black like this, or you can get them in white. And if you go to their website, bugbaffler.com, you can use code SecureAcres5 in the discount code section of the checkout area, and you get a 5% discount on any of their products. So go to their website, bugbaffler.com, get you a suit, use SecureAcres5 in the discount code section, and you'll get a 5% discount on any of their products. It's a really good suit. I love using this thing, and it's definitely kept us safe from stings, so we really enjoy it. Now, without further ado, let's get into this hive. All right, I think it's time for some bees. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time showing you the bees. I'll show you a few frames, but I don't like to spend too much time doing this because, like I said earlier, it is very stressful for the bees. So we're just going to be fluent about it and not waste too much of their time. Okay, so we got some comb, no brood on this. We definitely got bees. Alright. Still seeing some stores of honey, so that's good. Still wanting to see some brood. Haven't seen any yet. You see any brood on that side?
No.
I don't see any on this side too.
Had so much rain.
There has been a lot of rain lately. We went through a drought for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden we got a bunch of rain. They definitely got a lot of bees, so I'm not really sure where their brood is. That's okay. We kind of, at Secure Acres Natural Bees, we kind of let the bees do what they're going to do, you know? So, even though we're not really seeing brood, which I would like to see, you know, maybe it could have something to do with this, it being a little late in the season. But they look beautiful. I mean, they look really good. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna take my divider board, put it inside. Cool. Then I've got some straw here. I'll put in the empty space. They're very good bees. I mean, they didn't really give us any issue today. Now what we'll do, I'm going to leave this swarm hive right here. I'm going to turn it upside down. Cool. So they'll be able to come out. They will find the entrance here because bees will come out. They'll start fanning their wings and saying, hey, this is the home. This is where we need to go. And yeah, these bees are good. You know, didn't see any brood. That's not ideal. You know, you want to see brood because that means the queen's laying good, but you know, like I said, we kind of let the bees do what the bees are going to do. So we'll see where they go. We'll see, you know, how long they last. Maybe the queen will start laying soon. They did have some honey stores, which is good. So that's always good. And yeah, it was just a good day keeping bees. So it was a lot of fun. So we hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, we'll see you soon.